Okay, hello everybody, welcome back to Tea and Tarot. In today's reading, we're going to be looking at what your pet thinks of you, how they perceive you. So this isn't really what they want to say to you. If you want to know what they want to tell you, I've got another video for that on my channel. But this is more about just what they think of you, like their personal opinion of you. What do they think when they look at you? Because you might be thinking, wow, they hate me, they're always giving me side eye, when really they love you, and that's just their face. So we're going to be looking into what they're actually thinking of you. So today we have 3 piles in our pick a pile reading, and to choose your pile you essentially just choose which one you're drawn to, either most intuitively or based on the object on top of the pile, which could also be one of these crystals, or the number of the pile, or even anything to do with the numbers in the timestamps below. If they resonate with you, then you could use that as well. So if you do like to choose for crystals, I will be getting into those with you now. So for pile 1, we have some red wine quartz. This is really good for cheerfulness. For pile 2, we have some purple aventurine. This is really good for divination. So if you feel like your cat's an all-seeing cat or all-seeing pet, then this might be the pile for you. And for pile 3, we have some flower jasper. This is really good for empowerment as well. Once you have chosen your pile, there will be a timestamp in the description box below for you to find your reading more easily, and I will meet you there. Bye! Okay, hello my pile ones. So you chose the red wine quartz. So either you are a really cheerful person or potentially your pet is. Hopefully that helped you to find the right pile for you. We're now going to be looking into what they think of you. If this sounds like your pet, then, you know, that is great. And if it doesn't, you may be more drawn to another pile, and that's totally okay as well. So for your cards, we have some big energy. They have got some big opinions of you because you've got only exclusively major arcana cards. So you have the Emperor, the Chariot, and the Magician. Wow, your pet holds you in a really high esteem. I think your pet sees you as the leader, the one in charge. They acknowledge that you are the authority in the house. You're the one that decides when the food is dished out, when they get playtime, when they get outdoor time. So they definitely see you as a leader. And because it is the Emperor card, I do think they see you as a good leader. They see you as the right fit to be that leader. They're like, yeah, you know what, you should be the one in charge, because if I was left alone with the treats all day, I'd probably eat them all. So they definitely have a good opinion of you. And I'm getting that as well from these little like pieces of broccoli lying around here. At least that's what I think it is. So I think it's they have a really good opinion of you as their leader. With the Chariot as well, because they've got this cat kind of on an armchair, just kind of looking at you, and then we've got the Emperor who's like quite a good counsel. I feel like you might talk to your pet a lot about your day and be like, just kind of saying nonsense at them, knowing that they can't really understand you, but just kind of talking about how your day went. And they are genuinely confused by this, but I think they also enjoy the interaction because it's like, hey, this person's acknowledging me and we're spending time together. I like this. So even if they don't specifically understand the words you're saying, they do actually really enjoy this. So they definitely think of you as a bit of a weirdo, for sure, but a really good leader. With the Magician as well, they see you as someone who can really like go after what they want and get that. Like, I think for pets as well, when we leave the house, they think we're going out and we're hunting. So when we come back and we maybe have treats for them or food for them, they're like, wow, they did a great job. So they think you're this really fantastic hunter who can bring in like all the food that they want, who manages to keep them all safe, you and your pets safe, and they're really impressed by that. So I think they see you as someone who can like get it all. You come in with toys all the time, you come in with new treats, you come in with new bowls and like, maybe cat litters if you have a cat, and they're like, wow, this person knows what they're doing. They come back and they get all the stuff. They're not realizing that you're going to a shop and buying it, but like they think you achieve a lot. And you take care of their needs very quickly. That's something they think of you as like a quick achiever. Like you're good at achieving things, but you're also quick at achieving it too. So you won't let the food kind of run too low before you've already got a second bag, you know, or you won't let the treat supply run out until you've got a second bag. And so they see you as someone who takes care of things very fast. This is why they see you as such a good leader, because you can handle their needs very quickly, which makes you the perfect person to be a leader for them. Now I wanted to see a little bit more about what they think of you. So we've got 12 zodiac cards here. If this is not your zodiac sign, that's absolutely okay. It might just mean that they perceive you as someone with the traits of that zodiac sign. So we're not focusing on the zodiac signs, we're focusing on the traits. So we're going to pull 4 for you. Okay, so firstly we've got Sagittarius, and 2 of the things that are standing out to me is friendly nature and adventurous. So they definitely see you as someone really friendly. You've got calm, nice energy that they appreciate. And I think as well, when it says adventurous, I think they do always see you as a go-getter. So maybe you don't work from home and you're kind of out and about all the time. So they view you as someone who's adventurous because of that. Secondly, we have Pisces. So some of the words that are kind of jumping out to me is affection and dreamy. So I feel like they do see you as, you're kind of definitely coinciding with this cheerful energy, because they see you as someone really affectionate, really loving, and really like cheerful as well. So that's also how they see you. And we're going to get 2 more. Oh, cool. So we have Capricorn and Cancer. So what I'm seeing for Cancer is emotions and sensitivity, and no problems understanding these. So I feel like, as I said, when you sort of come in and talk to them, they enjoy that connection. They look like they're listening and paying attention, and like like they understand what you're saying. Even if they don't, they appreciate the vibe. You know, they appreciate the energy that you're putting out. And once again with Capricorn, something I'm seeing a lot of is affection and loyalty. So they definitely see you as affectionate, and I think they see you as loyal because you do always come back home. You know, you always come back and bring back what they, touch wood, what they want. You know, you always come home and you bring back the food they want, or the treats they want, or the toys they want. And so they see you as really loyal and really loving. This is kind of what they're thinking of you. Okay, so pile 1, your final part of the reading is just to see what your pet would like to give you as just a little like seed of advice, using the advice from a cat or lessons from a cat. Okay, both of these wanted to come out. So you have 2. You have bask in the sun, and you also have aim high, take a leap of faith. So firstly, that's really giving this one is really giving magician, because these are both like leaping high, aiming high. So they definitely see you as someone who goes after what you want and can achieve it. They kind of think you're limitless in that sense. Like, you kind of, the options available to you are kind of endless. So that's how they see you, and they think you shouldn't not go after what you want. If there's something you want in life, they're telling you should definitely go after it. And to also appreciate nature, appreciate your surroundings, and kind of enjoy yourself as well. Have a bit of relaxation, because adventure's really fun and achieving is really fun, but make sure there's room in that space to relax as well. And that can be while doing like adventurous things, but they definitely want you to go after what it is you want with a lot of confidence. Like, don't disbelieve in yourself. That's their message to you. Okay, part 1. So that was a really lovely reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you felt drawn to any other piles, please feel free to check those out now. If not, I hope to see you here next week on Fridays for another reading on Tea and Tarot. Bye. Hello, my pile 2s. Welcome to your reading all about what your pet thinks of you, how they perceive you. So you chose the purple aventurine with divinity. So this is kind of giving that you kind of call your pet the wise one, or like an old soul and things like that. So if that sounds like your pet, then let's get into the cards. And if this doesn't sound like what your pet thinks of you at all, if you're like, no, this definitely doesn't sound like me and my pet, maybe you were drawn to another pile, and that's absolutely okay. You can obviously check that out if you want to, but hopefully you have intuitively picked the right one for you. So straight away we've got the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Swords, and then we also have the Four of Swords. So I'm getting kind of two things straight away, is that your pet sees you as someone who needs to relax. I don't think you do that often, and I think they see you as someone who definitely needs that time, because I see over here with the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Wands that they see you as very adventurous. So they see you as someone who spends a lot of time going after what they want, trying to achieve it, trying new things as well. Like maybe you've got your kind of like hands in a lot of different buckets. Like you've got like, I don't know the sayings, but you've got a lot of things on, like a lot of hobbies, or maybe, you know, you have a lot of like interests. Maybe you have more than one job or more than one stream of income. So they see you as very, very busy, and they think that you kind of need that chill time. They think you need to make more time to just relax with them, like lay around the house. I feel like that's what they do, and that's what they think you should do. They're like, why are you so stressy about stuff, running around going to work and things like that? Just lay here. Like, they don't realize that that's something you need to do. So that's kind of what they're thinking. They think this is all unnecessary and you should just go and lay down and chill. They also see you as someone who does bring in what they want. So for example, if, let's say your pet, you know, your pet has needs, like they need food, but they also have wants, like they want treats, and they do need toys, but they also want toys. So they see you as someone who will get those things for them. So they do definitely like that. They see you as someone who will go out and get those things. Because in their mind, they think when you leave, you're like hunting for them. And you always seem to come back with exactly what they want when they want it. They obviously don't realize that you have taken inventory of what you need and don't need and gone shopping. But they see you as like a high achiever, basically. And someone who's got a lot on, who's very, very busy. Okay, so I've got some zodiac cards here. We already had pulled 4 for the other pile, so we've got 8 left. We're going to pull another 4 for you. And this, 1, 2, 3. This has nothing to do with your zodiac. We're not going to pay attention to that. It's more about the keywords that we see. So we've got Libra, first of all. We have Scorpio. We have Leo, and I also felt that one. Aquarius. Okay, so some of the keywords that are kind of popping out to me already is that I'm seeing that you share quite a few personality traits with your pet. I'm also seeing that you work really well with your pet, like you work with them in terms of like, you know what they need and you get that for them. You respect their boundaries and listen to them. So you're quite similar in that sense. In the same sense that your pet keeps telling you to relax, you would also like to do that. And you're quite envious that they do get to do that. So I do feel like you're quite similar to your pet. So naturally they like you for that. Because I feel like most pets, your pet is probably quite conceited. So they probably do like that you are the same as them. I'm also seeing understanding of the pet's ways. So you're a very understanding pet owner. So they're seeing you as very similar to them and very understanding straight away. They see you as someone really loving and affectionate. So they really like that as well. And they also see you as someone who spoils them a little bit. You know, they don't view it as spoiling. They view it as the correct behavior that you should be displaying. But like, it is spoiling at the end of the day, and they really like that as well. So they think of you as someone who spoils them. And they do see you as someone who is kind of outgoing and who is very committed to them as well, because you always come home, you know, touch wood. This is very similar to pile 1, but that is the energy that I'm getting. So if you were drawn to pile 1, there might be messages for you there as well. But this is very, very similar. But they do see you as outgoing, I think, because you must go out, you know, to work and things like that, or you go out to get the groceries or whatever. And when you leave, they see that as you going on some sort of adventure, and they're like, wow, can't believe they're doing that. Or if you have like a pet that you walk, it's the fact that you're going out with them. They're like, wow, we're really adventurous. We're going on stuff right now. We're going on a journey. So they definitely see you as very, very adventurous as well. Your temperament is very similar to this pet. Okay, now just going to move these over here because I want to get, finally, as your last, you know, part to this reading, a bit of advice from your pet. So let's see what they want to say to you. Oh, okay, so we have Bask in the Sun. Yeah, this is very similar to Pole 1 because we got this card as well. So we have Bask in the Sun. Yeah, they want you to relax 100%. They want you to have time to yourself where you get to either spend time with them or on your own. But I think they like to lay with you. So you might be, you might lay at the top of your bed and they might lay at the bottom. Even if you're not like touching or interacting or anything, they just want to be in your space. They want to be with you while you're relaxing. But they do just want you to have more fun and have more kind of peace and time to yourself as well. Because they definitely think you've earned it. They think you're an amazing hunter-gatherer. So they definitely think you've deserved it. So that was your reading, Pole 2. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you felt drawn to any other piles, please feel free to check those out now. If not, I hope to see you here next week on Fridays for another reading on TìandTarot. Bye. Okay, hello my Pole 3s. Welcome to your reading. So you chose the Flower Jasper Stone. So this is all about empowerment. So this is a really great energy. So your pet might be very like encouraging in some sense, like because I think they're so confident in themselves that it gives you confidence. So if this sounds like your pet, then let's get into the cards. If you're going through this reading and you're like, nah, that's not my pet, feel free to pick another pile if you were drawn to another one, or potentially this might just be a way that they think about you that you hadn't considered before. Okay, so straight away, you have the Page of Cups, you've also got the Seven of Swords in reverse, and you've also got the Three of Pentacles. Like rock song popped into my head for some reason when I was looking at these cards, so you might be into like rock or metal music or something. But straight away, your pet, this is genuinely so lovely. This is coming from like a good place. But they see you as somebody who's very young at heart, who's very goofy, funny, silly. And they do like this about you. They see you as a young at heart silly Billy, basically. But I do also think that they see you as somebody who maybe you kind of doubt that what you have is like good enough, or is the place where you're at is good enough and that it's meant to be and that you've worked really hard. I think you struggle to see that. They see you as someone who worked really hard to get what you have, and even though it might not be much, they love it and they think you should too. So even if you're like, oh god, this like apartment it's not big enough, they can't really run around and like, they don't care. So long as you take them for walks, or like if they can't go for walks, you open the window a little bit and put it on a latch so that they can't get out, obviously. But just to bring in that fresh air, like they don't view the space as negatively as you view it. They don't view your achievements as negatively as you view it. So like they really admire you and what you have accomplished. And though it might not mean much to anybody else, to you and to your pet, it's enough. Like that's what they're so they think of you as someone who has worked really hard to get what they want, who doesn't really appreciate it. Like you're kind of beating yourself up a bit when you don't need to. So they are kind of telling you not to do that you don't need to do that what they have is all they want. They're also sort of saying to you as well that self-doubt isn't really necessary, because they think that you will amount to a lot. Like they think you will achieve a lot going forward as well. But they do think that you've got some habits you do need to let go of. Like they think, there's room for improvement. And because there's so much room for improvement, that means there's room for growth, recognition, achievement, because it's an achievement to let those things go. So these would be like habits that you just wanted to let go of that you don't really like, or like if you're constantly feeling bored, finding a way to work around that and use your time more effectively. They see you as someone who could work on those things. They think very highly of you. They can see your potential. Even if you can't see it, they can see your potential, and they want you to kind of work on that and use your time more effectively to helping you feel less bored. Even if that's just doing something fun, it doesn't have to be something that is to do with progression and achievement and maybe like earning more, or like getting more materialistic things. They aren't thinking that at all, because they like the basics. So they're kind of saying like it's about working on things to make you feel better within yourself and be a better person for yourself as well. So that's how they kind of see you. They see you with all this like young happy energy. You're so goofy, but you've also got like so much potential. And you kind of doubt yourself too much, and they don't like that either. So they kind of think of you as someone with a lot of potential who is also a little bit self-doubting and self-deprecating as well. Now we're also going to look at the last 4 zodiac cards. The others were used in the other readings in the first 2 piles. We're not paying attention to the zodiacs, we're paying attention to the keywords that I see in here. So this is more just in depth how they see you. So first off, we have Virgo, and the keywords that are popping out to me right now are intelligence and independence. So they do see you as someone who's very smart. They see you as someone who knows exactly how to get around this tricky situation of letting go of those habits that you don't like anymore. They do see you as someone who could do that. With independence, I feel like maybe you do spend time with your pet, but maybe you also like go lounge around the house by yourself to like read a book or something, and they might be in another room. So they view you as independent. I do get an independent vibe from them as well, especially because we had like the empowering energy with the crystal. I immediately got that vibe. Then we also have Taurus. So with that, the keywords that are kind of popping out to me are that you don't really force them to do anything they don't want to do. You definitely respect their boundaries, and you also take like a mature approach to their cheekiness. So they might try and trick you into giving them extra treats that they, definitely had that you're not sure if you gave them, but you don't fall for it. So that's very good, even if they don't like it. And then we have Aries over here, and then the keywords that are popping out to me here is that we're seeing like same and strong personality. So both of you have a strong personality. Both of you are very similar. And I think that's kind of the key to you guys getting along as well. That was quite similar to pile 2. So if you felt drawn to that, you could check that out as well. But they definitely match your energy. They match your mood. And you both have very strong personalities. I feel like you're both quite sassy in a sense. And then the last card we have is Gemini. So the keywords I'm kind of seeing here is that, once again, you understand the energy of this cat and their personality, or this pet and their personality. You get them. And I think it's because you guys are quite similar. And then I'm also seeing gentle. So they view you as a gentle and harmonious person to be around. They see you as like a nice energy. And I do get that with this Page of Cups. I definitely do get that nice energy to be around, that nice balanced, gentle, calm energy. Even if you are getting up to silly shenanigans, you've naturally got this kind of calm energy about you that makes them calm around you as well. It's just like a vibe you give off, even if you're very like loud and like you make a lot of jokes and sometimes you laugh too loud or something. You still have calm energy, because you would like, calm energy isn't about being quiet and introverted necessarily. It's about whether or not you're bringing like a negative versus positive energy behind every action you sort of make and what you're saying and things like that, because you're not bringing any hostility. You've got like a calm, fun energy to be around, Okay, and so now I also want to see any last advice from your pet for you before we end this reading. Do they have anything they want to tell you? So we have go for regular walks. This is why I think your pet is quite cheeky, in the sense that they're like, you actually forgot to give me treats today, even if you didn't, just so they can try and get more. So go for regular walks. They want to spend more time with you. They also want to be outdoors more. And so maybe they don't enjoy being cooped up. You might have like a dog or something that requires walking, or maybe you have a pet that you just walk anyways, because a lot of pets can be walked. But yeah, they definitely want that. Okay, so that was your reading pile 3. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe to see more videos from me. And if you were drawn to any other piles, feel free to check those out now. As I said, some parts of this were quite similar to pile 2, so if you want to check that out, you can do. And if not, I hope to see you here next week on Fridays for another reading on TìandTarot. Bye!